daytimes on Challenge are epic. The contestants.
TV detectives is the category.
Oh, I can't do that.
Epic. The answers.
Titmouses.
Said very carefully.
Epic. The prizes.
You get £19.23 each.
Epic. Give your daytime the epic it deserves with Wipeout, Strike It Lucky, and Whittle. Only on Challenge. Epic.
2 hot shows, 1 epic evening. Brand new episodes.
Why would a hero travel all the way to Hawaii just to murder a limo driver?
Hawaii 5-0.
There's been a security breach. Your location has been compromised.
Hey, 5-0! NCIS Los Angeles.
Get on the track and see if the bomber left any evidence.
I don't want him back if he's not the man he was.
All new Hawaii 5-0, followed by NCIS Los Angeles. Sunday from 9, Sky 1 HD.
£250,000, 22 identical sealed boxes, and of course no questions, except one. Deal or no deal? Welcome. Particularly welcome to you. Yes, indeed, a very warm welcome to Deal or No Deal, the show that is a real entertainment drama with a whole range of tactics and emotions. It's particularly appealing to bird watchers because some of these players can be as wise as an owl, serene as a swan, and occasionally as sick as a parrot. But not for a while. Not for a while, because the banker is on the back foot. It started with Terry, who managed to seduce the banker into making a serious error. And in the end, Terry got £24,500. Then yesterday, Jules did it in great style. The box sitting here had 1p, and she walked for £33,000. Blood on the banker's nose. What's going to happen in the next 45 minutes? We've got those 22 boxes. Here they are, 22 players. Nobody knows who's coming out just yet. At 22 sums of money, you can follow it on the game board. And now we do find out which of the 22 is about to come up here and sit at this table and possibly win a life-changing sum of money. Who's it going to be? Today, the look of surprise belongs to Miguel. Miguel, come on, it's your turn for the chair.
Let me know.
Taking your time to sit down.
Well, yeah, I am really generally shocked.
You knew it would come one day.
Yeah, obviously I knew it's coming, but
I actually had somebody say to me yesterday, do they all get a chance?
That's the advantage of the game. It's,
everyone gets a chance. Miguel Moreno Melgar.
That's correct, yeah.
From Horsham.
Yep.
An auto electrician. Fiancée Naomi, one son Louis, and a baby due in April.
That's right, yeah.
Are you a lucky man?
I have been, yeah. I've had my ups and downs and things have changed, and yeah, I'm very lucky now.
OK, here's one I've got to read out for the benefit of you-know-who.
Yeah. Who's
been watching you for 20-odd shows, and he's watching you really closely now. The biggest risk that Miguel has taken was setting up his own business in auto electrics. In his last company, he worked his way to the top. There was nowhere else for him to go, so he simply set up his own business. That's gutsy.
Yeah, I think it was.
I need you, Miguel, to confirm. We did not force box number 7 on you. You actually chose it at random before the show.
Yes, I did.
The independent adjudicator, as I say every time, but it's one of the key elements of this show and this game, is the only person who knows where the money is. The banker with whom you are about to do battle also doesn't know where the money is.
No.
What we do know is we have to talk to the money monster in 5 boxes' time. So it's all yours. You can do whatever you want. It's one of the fabulous things about this show.
My first number is going to be number 16, Jim, please.
Jim. Hi, afternoon.
Hello.
You get the honour to go into bat first of all. Let's have a really positive start. Not one of the big 5. Thank you, Jim. Get us underway.
Good luck. Well.
Cheers, Jim.
£50. Good. Good. What a really sweet Friday this would be if this is the 3rd show in a row where we can really get the banker on the ropes.
Next one will be Jerry, number 15.
Jerry.
That's right now.
Box 15. Open it now, please. Good luck. 50p.
Nice one, Jerry.
£50, 50p. Good start.
Keep my fingers crossed anyway. It's
right on the perimeter of a dream start.
Okay. I'm going to go for number 21. Maybe Jessica, please.
Jessica, would you please open box 21 and keep this really positive start going for us?
Good luck, Miguel.
Thank you.
35,000.
Yeah, that's a midway point.
Ooh. There's a row of people who look like they're sucking lemons here. They've all got... Ooh. 35,000. That's a bit meaty.
Yeah, it's a midway point. It's a nice figure, obviously. It's a very nice figure, that.
Yep.
I go for number 1, Linda, if possible, please.
Are you nervous?
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be foolish to say I'm not, because obviously it's a chance in a lifetime, and it's been great. Yeah, it's been great. Even better if I go home with the figures we've had the last couple of days, so we'll just try that.
Would you write in my book what your target figure would be?
I'd write in what I'd be happy with.
Yeah?
No? If that's,
OK. It's always nice. It's always nice to do. And yesterday, it was absolutely brilliant.
Oh.
Because I thought Julie had put in, you know, a really ambitious sum of money.
It's fantastic.
And when she got the 33,000, and then, I don't want to see it, and then I opened the book and saw that actually she had a very modest target. She actually wanted £5,000. That was quite an emotional moment.
OK, it's in there, Ron.
At the appropriate time, we'll have a little look at that. So, we're over with Linda at number 1.
Yeah, number 1, please.
All the best, Miguel.
Thanks, Linda.
Go on. 15,000. OK? Yeah. OK.
I'm going to go for Aileen, number 10, please.
Aileen, would you please now open that box. Stay away from the top 4.
OK.
3,000. Happy?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Should be. You should be. If you're going to take reds, they're probably OK. 35,000 would have been nice if it had remained there and you'd only taken the 20, but that's pretty good going.
I'm content with that. I'm happy. So far, so good.
Hello, banker. Yeah. It has been an unpleasant... Guys, he's admitted it's been an unpleasant week. Good. Yes, he's admitted he's nervous. Nothing wrong with that. There's millions of people looking at him, and this is possibly the most important 45 minutes that he's had in years. OK, thank you. That's interesting. £4,000.
That's nice. That is fantastic, isn't it?
Good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
I haven't had an offer like that or heard an offer like that for a while, I don't think.
No,
no. Not for a starting offer anyway.
No.
That's,
spot on. OK.
Well, I'm ready for the question, though. Even though the offer is great, I'm ready for the question.
£4,000, deal or no deal?
No deal.
Thank you. Thank you, Miguel. Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it just be fantastic if we now have one of those shows where we ratchet it up because the big four stay there? £4,000 could become a very, very chunky sum of money in just 3 boxes' time if you leave those 4 in place.
Yeah.
Keep them a secret. We don't want to know where they are. We don't want to find them.
OK, my next box is going to be Liz, number 18, please.
And Taj Mahal. A long way apart, really, those two things. So we've lost Cindy. Only Mark remains. Car, which is parked next to a blurred picture. Thanks for coming. Let's have a look, please, at...
Yep.
Except 2. 2 before you can feel comfortable.
OK, yeah, I'm going to go for Charles, number 5, please, Noel.
Charles. Box number 5, please. Not 50, 7,500 or £250,000. Thank you.
Good fortune, Miguel.
Cheers, Charles.
75,000.
50. OK. OK, I'm going to go for Anne, number 4, please. No?
You okay about this? The smile just completely went.
Well, you've got to have a knock, haven't you, at some point? And it would have been nice to have the big 4 there. But no, I'm still smiling. It's all right. At the moment, it is.
Smile's gone a bit thinner.
But he's got a lovely smile.
Keep me smiling, Anne.
Anytime, Miguel.
This is so important. We get the call from the banker right after.
Meow. Like that. You do hear that, don't you? Yeah. Meow. In the crowd, you're all going, ooh.
Wider than a mile, I'm crossing you in style someday.
On Strike It Lucky tonight, a jackpot of £2,000.
Some people even like us. Make it rain. We're girls, and Monday at 10, we are totally only on Sky Atlantic. Please catch up with Series 1 and 2 on demand. Perfect.
Let's start again, shall we? Hi, I'm Stella.
Have you met my mum?
When did you lost my new pants, Sal?
She's had her tough times.
Really drew the short straw getting you as a neighbour, didn't I?
Not as short as my straw.
But now she's back on form.
Fantastic!
And ready for anything.
I keep having all these horny dreams. I got it all going on, Prash.
The brand new series of Stella starts tonight at 9 on Sky 1 HD, or watch it now on demand.
He's got a great smile, and we saw the big grin fleetingly when he got offered 4,000 from the banker at the beginning. Smile's gone a little bit thinner, a little strained. The grin could come back big time if this is a low number. Anne, would you please open box number 4? 1 pin! You can't do it, Nick. It's back.
Fantastic.
So Nick's club does not have another new member. You cannot go away with 1p.
There's others out there, but...
How are you feeling now?
Smile's back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Feeling a bit
Fully
calmer?
stretched, yeah. That was fantastic. That was nice. Thanks, Anne.
You looked really, really confident when you were over there, and you've been very bullish in your advice to other people, and I'm fascinated by the fact that you actually had a big crumble at the beginning of this.
Yeah, I did. I have to be honest with you. I was not expecting my turn. Yeah, I froze. I actually did freeze. It was like rabbit in headlights when you put my name out.
What's your lady Naomi thinking?
I would hate to think. I would hate to think. I have to be honest, she hasn't put no pressure on me. She has played it as it's not money that we've had, so it's not money that we've lost.
That's very good.
But don't come home with nothing.
Yeah. So, what do you think he's going to do?
Well, I wouldn't like to say. I don't want to upset him at the moment, and but without a formation, I suppose he doesn't know which way I'm gonna go.
Do you think it will go down?
No.
No? Hi. Yeah? Why? Why? He says you're still nervous, but why? It's totally understandable, and tension, you know, is not necessarily a negativity. Oh, nerves equates to breaking point and exit. How very odd. I don't think many people would agree with that. I don't think you don't. You don't want to go anywhere, do you?
No, I'm more nervous of being on TV, actually, than the offers from the banker. But no, I'm quite comfortable here at the moment, thanks.
Okay, I don't know where this one's going. This is interesting. They've locked horns. He picked up on Miguel's comment about rabbit in the headlamps. He says he's the car, he wants to run you down and flatten you. Interesting tactic, even though it's a rather coarse threat. He's offering you £6,800.
Oh.
That is more than I was expecting. I don't know about you.
It's a good offer.
Yeah, it is. It's a very good offer. Geordie? Good offer.
Good board.
Yeah.
That's the only reason you get a good offer off that man.
So,
that's a good board.
I'm happy with that offer. That's
yeah.
It's a lot of money, you know. It's
£6,800, Miguel. Deal or no deal?
No deal, no.
Thank you. There's a rather infectious touch of Jack the Lad here that could either really put you in a powerful position with the banker, or it could come round and bite you up the backside. Right, where are we going?
I'm going to go for Brenda, number 8, please.
Why are you screwing your face up, Brenda?
I don't know. I've got a funny vibe about this box.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And what's the funny vibe?
Quite high. Ooh.
You think it's a big one?
Yes.
Seal's still on.
Yeah. Obviously, it's nice to listen to Brenda's advice. I've got to ride my thoughts as they first come up, I'm afraid, Brenda.
You're sticking with your first choice. Go. £10.
Thank you.
There was a touch of humor
yeah,
there.
Yeah, it certainly was something like that. It's,
Okay.
I'm going to go for number 17, Peter, please.
Peter, this mustn't be 100,000 or $250,000, or we are going to see the smile go, possibly forever. Peter, thank you. Good luck, Miguel.
Cheers, Dave.
10,000. One more, and it's really, really important we do not see 50,000, 100,000 or $250,000.
I'll go for Chris, number 3, please, now.
Yeah?
Yep. Hope it's the same colour as your jumper, Chris.
I hope so too. It's a lucky number for me, number 3, anyway.
OK, Chris, we know what we do not want to see.
All right, I'll do my
Let's
best.
keep all the grins going.
OK.
Open it. 50,000.
Could have been worse. It could have been worse.
Could have been worse. You're absolutely right. It could have been worse. Still got the power 2 still there.
I've got a safety net of 20,000 as well. So
yeah,
that's nice.
That'd be absolutely fantastic if
Yeah.
for the first time for a very, very, very long time we went through the next round and kept the 2 biggies sitting.
I think that's all any of us could hope for when it's our turn up here, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. See what he has to say this time.
Yeah. He is getting more confident. Oh. It's not fair. He's reading that damage in such a way. It's really, really not fair.
Okay. Which way?
Really not fair for me to do this because he's offering you 10 grand.
10 grand, jeez. Oh.
£10,000 for that box now.
That's a lot of money, isn't it? Jeez. Creeping up, I'm doing well so far. It's crept up
4,
every
6,
time.
8, 10.
Jeez.
That's hit you.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, isn't it? It's
Yeah, £10,000 is a lot of money. In anybody's book, that's a lot of money. I wonder what's in my book. I wonder what you wrote.
Right.
Central block, ladies and gentlemen. Who thinks he should deal? Hands up. Not one. But it's not their money. John, deal or no deal? No deal. He wants you to go on. Would you like to have a break, a little rest, clear the brain? Yep. We'll go to a commercial break. And I know you will be back.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
I want $1 million. I want a helicopter to take me to the airport. And when I get there, I want a fully fueled plane waiting. And if my demands aren't met, I eat one of the hostages.
Did he say eat?
Yeah, you heard me. Eat. Psst. I think he's gonna eat Gary.
And it's gonna be delicious.
Lee Mack is looking the theories of the bizarrest.
Shrimps are in every way fitter than a human being. Faster, stronger.
So he can put them to the test.
I feel like I've opened the most niche gym in the world.
To find out if there's a blind bit of truth in any of them.
Well, I guess duck quacks do echo. Is it too late to
Duck
change
quacks don't echo. Starts Friday the 7th of February at 10.
Yeah, too late.
This is a passage of time. It's where trivia surrounds you.
and it makes you think again. You're up against it, and the pressure is on. Could you place these toys on the year they first went on sale? This is Timeline. Join me, Brian Conley, for a brand new game show exclusively on Challenge. Coming soon.
Thank you. I think this is really fascinating. Millions of people would love to be sitting in that chair, having the chance to play this game, except possibly not today, because you have got a really difficult decision now. It is very rare for us to get to this stage in the game with the two biggest numbers still there in play. He's been ratcheting up the offers. We're at £10,000. You've been here long enough to know one bad round, £10,000 just disappears through your fingers. Worthy of serious consideration, I would suggest, Miguel.
I've had time to contemplate my idea for the break.
Okay.
And I've made a decision, so ready when you are now.
Miguel, £10,000, deal or no deal?
No deal.
Right. Whichever way you look at it, this is the round.
Okay, Garvin, number 11, please.
Garvin, not 100,000, not $250,000. He keeps smiling, and we're all very happy. Garvin, please open box number 11. 10
Yay!
2 to the next call. Yep. One step closer to a totally different game where you're not just on to really significant money. You could be moving into the life-changing category. Second box.
Andrew, number 12, please.
Andrew, open box 12, please.
Good luck, Miguel.
Cheers, Andrew.
1,000! And now we're all getting sucked in. You heard it from over there. When that opened, yes!
Oh, no.
You've got a lot of options.
I'm going for Mumtaz.
Mumtaz.
22, please.
Best of luck, Miguel.
Cheers.
Yeah. Open the box. We know what we don't want to see. We know! £100! Fantastic! Fantastic! Yes! He's still got the two biggest in play! Still got the big two! And at this point in the game, that is power.
Well, yeah, that's I can breathe again. See what he's got to say. He's the man.
Got him on the back foot.
Hello.
I love it. It's been one of the worst weeks of his life. He is now experiencing a frisson of fear. Way. Game of nerve. Straightforward nerve now.
Okay.
He's luring you into the exit trap and offering you £21,000. What are you thinking? What are you thinking now?
Hey, it's a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic amount of money. But I have to be honest with you, I've actually got a figure that I think is in my box.
You have got a figure that is in your box, so you have a feeling that there is a significant sum of money in that box?
I think it's 100 grand in my box. I think it's £100,000 in number 7 in my box that I picked today.
It's interesting, isn't it? Interesting that he has such certainty that is a lot of money. That is really, really interesting. You're in such a strong position. Such a strong position compared with almost any of the players that you've seen.
Yeah, I do agree. I'm ready now. Ready.
Miguel at £21,000. Deal or no deal?
No, I'm happy with my life, and the money's an enhancement, and I'm going to take the deal, please.
Feel better?
I do.
May I just have a little
you
look
certainly can, yeah.
At what you put in here? I'm not going to reveal it just at this moment.
There we go.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I honestly would have been happy with that.
We'll reveal that when we find out whether you've just done a brilliant deal.
Okay.
The classic, right deal at the right time, £21,000, now secure.
Yep.
But we play on, bearing in mind, we're not going to see the 100,000 out here because you, with a tremendous conviction, said it's there. We play on. Next three.
I know the numbers. I would have gone for Geordie, number 2.
Geordie. Okay. Yep. In this wonderful way, the game flips over once the deal has been agreed. We now are desperate to see the big numbers. But is there actually an atmosphere in here that is justified and is accurate, that actually, Miguel, you've blown it big time? Open the box. 750 would have been a very strong start. Next one.
Paula. 19.
Paula. Open box 19. £5.
Glenn, 20.
Glenn, number 20?
Yep.
This would have been the third box. We want this to be the 100,000 or the £250,000, or you could be Premier League mug. Open 20.
Hope it's big, mate.
20,000. Safety net would have gone. The big 2 would still have been there at this crucial time. 21,000 is safe.
Yep. Obviously. Also, yeah.
And the offer from the banker. Right, this is genuine. This is totally genuine because you still have the 100,000 and the £250,000 in play. For that box, at this moment, Miguel, you have every reason to grimace. He would have offered you £68,000. Over 3 times what you went for. You dealt too soon, Miguel. One deal too soon. £21,000, you've got lots of money to take advice to cure the insomnia that you're now going to have, knowing that you could have had £68,000. We go on. Okay. We go on.
It would have been John, number 6.
John, number 6. And now, all joking aside, it would be great to find those 2 big numbers, prove you wrong, that it's not in box 7, and actually mean you only dealt 1 deal too soon and not a massive 2 deals. John, open box 6. 100,000 or £250,000, please. Right, now, this is very interesting. Because if that had been the 100,000, your spooky premonition would have been completely wrong. But we're still on course to prove you right, that you actually had 100,000 sitting in front of you. That would be amazing.
The next number would have been Marie, number 14. Now.
Marie, number 14. Please open box 14 and show us £100,000.
Yes! Well done. Feeling better now. Makes you feel better now.
Yeah, that does start to feel a lot better now. Yeah. Not quite the mug. Went too soon. One deal too soon, but not the total mug.
Just a little cup of tea.
Yeah, that would have been absolutely horrible, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I would have been crying now. I can say that. I would have been upset.
So,
it would have been Vanessa next, number 9.
Vanessa, we would love to see the £5,000 in that box. OK, would you please open box number 9? £250. Wouldn't have been that bad, but we would have been in damage limitation territory, and he would have offered £2,000. At that point, it would have been £2,000. What would you have done?
I'd have been upset. I would have choked on my glass of water by then, I think.
Would you have gone on? Would you have said, right, I'm a player, I'm going to carry it on to the very end, or would you have got out at 2,000?
Yeah, I would have taken 2,000.
You would?
Yeah.
But you might have £5,000 in there.
I may do, but 2,000 would still be a nice amount of money to take instead of gambling on going home with £1.
OK. You've got 21,000. However, whichever way you look at it, you've sold the box.
Results.
Yeah, you've got a good sales result here. But is it the super sweet one or the medium sweet one? In your box, all along, you had £5,000.
Still
all right. You sold a box. £5,000 for £21,000. And that's all right.
Thank you.
And let's just confirm what the other box contained. Would you please, Helen, open box 13? The pound was there. And one more bit of business. He wrote in this book how much money he'd be happy with. And he would have been happy, very happy, with £5,000. Miguel, I'm so pleased for you. Thank you very much. I'm going to miss you. I like you, bud. Thank you. Good luck. And, yeah, he went too soon. It wasn't quite the right deal at the right time, but it's the right deal for him. And that is another one of the really important elements of this game. The player knowing when to say, no, that's enough. For him, £21,000 was spot on. What will happen tomorrow? One of these people could beat the banker and complete the week. I think you'll be back. I hope you will. Bye-bye.
Let's start again, shall we? Hi, I'm Stella.
Have you met my mum?
When did you last buy new pants, Al?
She's had her tough times.
Really drew the short straw getting you as a neighbour, didn't I?
Not as short as my straw.
But now she's back on form.
Fantastic!
And ready for anything.
I keep having all these horny dreams. I got it all going on, Prash.
The brand new series of Stella starts tonight at 9 on Sky One HD, or watch it now on demand.
What was the last movie you saw that made you want to go on an adventure? What is the movie you and your kids love watching again and again? What was the last movie that fired their imaginations? What was the last movie that made you and the kids really laugh? Out loud. When was the last time you found the perfect moment to start the perfect movie?
What was the last movie that made you feel like a kid again?
Awkward? And what will be the next? Sky, believe in better.
We were never allowed to actually go in the funhouse and jump in the ball pond and slide down the slides while any kids were in the studio watching us, because it had to be left as sort of the imagination that it was for children, and it was, wow, look at that. But if they saw adults in it, it would look odd.
Every kid who applied to be on the show, when we'd say to them, why do you want to be on the show, they wanted to drive the go-karts. That, you know, that was a thing that seemed to stick in their minds and get them much more excited than anything else.
This will take you into the funhouse! Go!
I think one of my funniest memories is being run over by one of the go-karts. This kid was really enthusiastic getting for the finish line, and I was standing there with the flag waiting to go like this with the checkered flag, and he just kept on going, and I went, and he hit me and smashed my legs into the side, and really quite hurt. And all he was interested in was the fact that he'd got over the line first and got the most points. So I was in agony trying to give out the scores, going, well done to the Reds. So that was fun, but you know, those were the days where you just got on with it, even if you'd been run over on your own show.
I remember once being in the building on a Saturday, and I went into the studio, I can't remember why, for some reason, and parents, staff who worked at STV, there was about 10 members of staff in the studio, and they'd brought their kids into the studio on a Saturday afternoon so they could have a run through the funhouse. Eventually we had to put security on the studio, because what we would find is that in the downtime, or days when we weren't in there, members of the studio crew or other people who worked in the studios in Glasgow would sneak into the studio and go on a fun run.
I can distinctly remember one kid who the twins had wound up to say, have a go at his hair, have a go at Pat's hair. When he talks to you, like, mention his hair. And this kid would not leave it alone. So every time I asked him a question, I can't remember his name, but I kept saying, like, OK, so here's your question. He would go, what are you doing with that hair? What's your hair like that for? And as you can see, he was right.
The child I remember, again, I don't remember his name. I feel really bad. But he didn't want to get gunged.
Yeah.
He just did not want to get gunged.
Oh, and what did you do?
I gunged him when we were counting. Because he was like, I don't want to get gunged. I went, but you're on Funhouse. You know, you're here to have fun and get messy and stuff, win prizes. I don't want to get gunged. So as we were counting to 3,
it's like,
I got the gunge and just threw it in his face because he did annoy me a little bit. Should I say that?
Oops.
Hi.
We had to stop after every single game to clean up the mess.
They had 2 cleaners in the whole building who would come in with a couple of mops, and they would go, oh, it's you again making all that mess. And they'd have to clean up with their 2 mops. It was very old-fashioned. There was no industrial cleaner, and it would take them about an hour and a half between each game to clear up. And they thought that we were just like a TV show that was just really inconsiderate and just making a mess with our drinks. And they couldn't understand why there was such a mess after every game. They didn't realise that that was what the show was all about.
You're meant to be like the cheerleader, the cool one. And then you slip up. Yeah, you slip up on the gunge. That's quite, and I have done that before, really proper. And you have to get up and go, fine. Ow.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, you would give some kind of score that was completely irrelevant, and somebody would say to you, like, no, we just got to do it again. Because remember, there was no auto cue for the whole show, for any series. Everything was done off cuff. Everything I said, all the explanations of the games. There were no earpieces. There was nothing. You just were out there. They said, this is the game. Do you understand it? And I went, yeah. They go ahead, present it. So that was the way we did it, and that was the way it was always done.
But if you hear the old... Oh, I shouldn't have had that breakfast this morning. Too many bran flakes.
So there were lots